your every word, but if you'd ever let me, I'd change your autograph. I'd put my name on you, and I'd put a big gold ring in your
Dallas
left
Smith.
hand.
Dallas just dropped his new album at the beginning of the month. How's that feel? I think it's album number 7 for you.
Yeah, something like that. It's yeah, it doesn't get old. You're pretty fortunate to be, that many records deep in my career, and like I said, the excitement going into record releases never gets old.
So Side Effects is the name of the album. There's a single by the name of the same title.
Yep.
How do you come about naming the album when there's so many good songs on the album?
It seems like there's a theme going on with my records where it's a title track, right? And it's usually at the end of the record cycle, or making the record, I'll look at the songs in the collection, the theme that's taken shape, and I'll kind of just pick the song title that seems to sum up the record the best.
Yeah.
And Jumped Right In was an obvious one for me, just because of the experience of jumping from one sort of genre to the other, and that experience. And then Lifted was going into it. I wanted to record a record that was just put a record in the car and just escape whatever crappy day you've got. I wanted a sort of a way to lift you out of that mood and that place that you're in. And then with this one, it's just I looked at the record afterwards and realized that it was very relationship based, but it was like the good, bad, and the ugly of being in a relationship. And so the side effects of being in a relationship, just kind of, yeah.
So the songs that make up the album, you've got some pretty big hitters as writers. Ashley Gorley is on here.
Yep.
Shane McAnally.
Yep.
What's it feel like when you get songwriters like that pitching you songs? And we've talked before that it's best song wins.
Yep.
And you get these songs. What gravitates you to wanting to record maybe one of those songs that was pitched?
If it speaks to me, if I can see myself singing that song, 2, 5, 10 years from now, right? You're married to that song for your career. So, luckily I have a team of people that believe in what I can do, and they feel that I can represent the song in a good way. And so it just like I said, I just got to be married to it. So I got to love it.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I always say that a lot of artists that maybe not write the songs, maybe don't deliver them quite as well as maybe that they could be.
Yep.
And I beg to differ on your situation. And I'm not sucking up with you because I'm sitting beside you. You're one of those artists that, your voice resonates with a lot of different lyrics, and the passion that, if you've seen Dallas live, it's one of those shows that you're going the entire show, and you're there, you're pumping up the crowd. What's it feel like, getting those songs? I know you kind of touched on it, but when you get a full album and you get those opportunities.
For me, it's I can't wait to get in the studio and get in the headspace of that song it's channeling that lyric and channeling that mood through my voice and using that as a tool, and then, like you said, with live, right? It's taking the song to what it needs to be and what it's trying to say, and whether it be fun or moody or whatever it is, right? You're kind of just playing the song out.
So you kind of missed the CCMAs this year for a little bit of a tour that you were doing out on the West Coast.
Yeah.
With Keith Urban.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was amazing. Keith was it was a lot of fun. Obviously, just being a huge fan of his, getting the invite was nice. I'm gonna look back at that tour, and it'll be a highlight of my career for sure. It was fun.
There was a lot of different venues that you had played there that you've played numerous times, but
Yeah.
there was somebody somewhere new that you had a chance to play. What was that like, being one of the first artists to play that venue?
Yeah, Rogers Place in Edmonton. Yeah, it was, I have such a long tie with Edmonton. I have aunts and uncles there, so I spent a lot of time growing up in Edmonton. My wife's from Edmonton. So, to be the one Canadian that opened it up and first Canadian to play, it was an amazing honor. It was a great night. I brought Kristen up to dance with me during Autograph. I spent the whole summer. We went to a couple weddings, and I got you never dance with me. So I figured what better way to get that back than invite her up in front of 14,000.
Let's talk about Autograph. It's such a great song. I almost wish it would have been the first single just because I love it so much. And
Yeah.
It was such a summer, had a summer feel to it.
Yep.
That love story. When the first time you heard it, do you remember where you were?
Yeah, I was in the studio with Joey, and we were just going through songs and played that one. And even before he played it, he's like, "You're gonna like this one, I know it." And he had played it. I was like, "Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot." Yeah, so I'm just really glad that I finally got to release this song and get it out to everybody, and hopefully they love it as much as I do.
Well, I think country radio's grabbed onto it pretty quick. You know, as I see it getting spun more.
Yeah, you know
locally.
what, man? It's we've actually had. You know, I was hoping that some proposal requests were going to come in and some things like that. I've already had 2 proposals on stage, and one guy at Casino-Rama, I watched while I was singing the song, brought his now fiance down one of the aisles closer to the stage and proposed right there.
That's awesome.
So you know, to have a song mean that much to people,
Yeah.
because that's a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
It goes beyond its radio life. It sticks with people forever.
Forever. So usually when you release an album, there's a tour to back that up. The last tour that you did across Canada, you brought Sunday Best and
Yeah.
Charlie Worsham with you.
Yeah.
Any plans for the upcoming tour? I'm not asking for dates or anything, but
It's super early. You know, obviously we're gonna be doing something next year, but yeah, when and where and how and with who, I don't.
how was that experience though, bringing those one of those U.S. artists coming through though?
It's great, you know.
You know,
There's a lot of great Canadian artists that you can bring out, what I liked about that was I was able to give some American artists some love up in here in Canada, because if we're going to expect the Americans to give us Canadians some love down there,
Yeah.
you got to do the same. So it was really nice to have you know, the Canadian fans experience something that they wouldn't normally see,
Yeah.
and to give some artists from down there some love.
well, I personally love that aspect of it all because it really does also give you a better ticket to come and buy because there's more diversity.
That's the idea, man.
You
Of
don't
course,
see.
yep.
Dallas Smith, Side Effects, currently iTunes, Google Play, HMV, anywhere you can buy good music. Dallas, thanks so much for doing this, buddy. It was great to see you again.
Autograph, I'd put my name on you, and I put a big gold ring in your left hand so everybody